Tonight on Beyond the District, we take a look at how one man got himself into a bit of trouble for a selfie.
Beyond the District will return in 2 minutes.
Just a feeling that I have, yeah.
Hi, do you have ID? Yep. Oh, okay, thanks.
Your shirt.
Hi, do you have ID?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, you can't be in the building without ID. I need to...
It's okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, security, please. There's a young man in the building without ID, and he's running away from my post here at Ball Duty.
Hello, I'm Danielle, and welcome to TV21's Beyond the District.
And I'm Abby. Later on tonight, we will take a look at why it's an unbearably bad idea to take a selfie with a grizzly.
But up first tonight, we take a look at how a hot air balloon landing in the wrong place.
Please don't crash into these homes.
A scary Sunday night in Ashland, a hot air balloon makes an unexpected landing in the Lake Ridge Green townhome complex, all
Land safely in Jesus' name.
while cameras roll.
This will be reason number 436 why I don't ever want to ride one of these.
But the pilot of the balloon, Gilbert Martin, tells us
And it was totally safe, totally planned.
at no point were the lives of the 5 people on board in danger. Martin says the winds were just unpredictable Sunday night, and he wasn't able to get to his original landing spot behind the Ashland Home Depot.
I have total control up and down. What I don't have control of is which way the winds blow.
Hot air balloons have been in the spotlight in Central Virginia since a fatal flight in 2014 when 3 people died after striking power lines. Martin says he always had control of this balloon.
The balloon is 9 stories tall, and people look at that balloon and say it's huge. But what I'm landing a basket that's 4 foot by 5 feet.
For those who witnessed it land, like Jared Henderson and his niece,
We saw it didn't land at my house.
Sunday's balloon landing in front of his home was more like an entertainment show. Grateful no one got hurt.
Initially, it was just kind of cool to look up and see them kind of floating over the top of us.
Up next, we see how passengers can now shower on board of their airplane.
It's not easy to find a place to take a shower 8 miles up, even when you're Jennifer Aniston.
I'm looking for the shower. There are no showers here now. Well, I'm gonna look pretty silly dressed like this going to the bar. There's no bar here, but we do have hot towels and a bag of peanuts.
And with this dig at domestic airlines, America's sweetheart begins her gig advertising Emirates Airline.
There's no shower? Oh, and there's no bar? Yeah. Why are you laughing like that? You're killing me.
Next thing you know, Jen wakes up in her Emirates flatbed.
It was such a nightmare. I was on a plane and it was nothing like this.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Emirates is the only airline that offers showers in first class.
We go inside, it's actually pretty spacious. You get 5 total minutes.
Showering at cruising altitude is so heady it's hard to resist a little show and tell.
That was pretty fantastic.
The only bad news about the in-flight shower is that you'll take a bath when it comes to paying the ticket price. Round trip first class between New York and Dubai, just over $30,000. But you do get your own little suite to sleep in. Gulf-based airlines are using stars like Nicole Kidman to expand into the U.S. market, while the big three American airlines push back, saying their Gulf rivals have an unfair advantage because they're subsidized by their governments.
Is there someone that we could talk to about maybe flying this around a little bit longer?
You'd never know. The real Jen suffers from fear of flying.
It's all flying to me, which is terrifying. I struggle with it.
But it's less of a struggle when you're in the shower. A shower at 40,000 feet makes you feel less psycho. Unless you hit turbulence, then fasten your shower cap. Jeannie Mo, CNN, New York.
Now let's check out how a Washington farmer celebrates fall with a bang. He shoots pumpkins through cannons almost a mile high.
John Thompson is a farmer with the heart of an artist.
I've always maintained that Natchez should be the town that Norman Rockwell would love to have painted.
For well over 20 years, Thompson has taken the refuse from his farm and turned them into works of art.
I don't buy very much. Most of the stuff just comes right off the farm. It's recycled.
Arts ranging from watermills to makeshift swings, and his biggest attraction, his pumpkin cannons. Powered by pressurized air, these weapons of agricultural destruction have the power to launch jack-o'-lanterns nearly a mile away. It's an attraction that brings in hundreds, if not thousands of eager eyes every October.
This is probably my pride and joy. It's very unique. There's only one of those in the world.
All of the contraptions were built from scratch. Normally, you'd find them on the internet for thousands of dollars. Thompson says he brought most of them to life for mere hundreds. Every year, you'll find something new on Thompson's farm. Walnut guns, water pump racetracks, you name it. It's a hobby he's not hesitant to share with the community, and one that makes a visit unforgettable.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here. We want to create an experience.
Next, let's take a look at a monkey on the run in Sanford, Florida that returned back with his owner.
From climbing poles to hanging out on a patrol car, Zeke, the pigtail macaque monkey, wanted to be anywhere except for his cage, a sight that some neighbors say is all too familiar on Sugar Maple Court. A neighbor spotted Zeke eating mail out of their mailbox and called police around 8 this morning. Once officers got there, Zeke continued to monkey around until his owner arrived. Florida Fish and Wildlife says Zeke got out by manipulating and twisting two locked latches on the door. But FWC says this isn't the first time Zeke escaped. Back in 2012, we were there when owner Jeff Jacques showed us how Zeke escaped by breaking through 2 layers of his chain-linked cage. Police said Zeke then attacked at least one person and was sent to an animal sanctuary. FWC says Jacques then petitioned to get Zeke back and did, only after getting his cage back up to code. We knocked on Jacques' door, but no one answered. FWC says the officers gave Jacques 2 warnings to update his critical incident plan and to get rid of rust on the cage. After fixing both those violations, Zeke returned to his locked cage and will stay there, at least for now.
Now we are going to take a short break, but coming up we have a look at how a family tries to help their sick daughter.
And we also take a look at how one small dog made some big headlines. Beyond the District, we'll be right back.
Ron, you can't drive.
Debbie, only at 12. Seems to be the problem, Ossifer. Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
I watched you cry, bathed in sunlight by the bathroom door. Obsessed, depressed at the same time. That's the feeling that I have.
Welcome back. An unbelievable story out of California. A 20-pound pup came face to face with 3 bears who got into a family home. But as Rebecca Ferreter reports, the dog scared them off.
Don't let her sweet face
You're loving this attention, huh?
or size fool you.
Come on, silly. Come on.
Jules is a true guard dog.
She wasn't having it. You're not coming into her property.
Friday afternoon, 2 bears, believed to be a year old, wandered into the family's front yard. A 3rd bear is on the balcony just out of the camera's view.
Mama bear is sitting up here.
The 20-pound French bulldog didn't hesitate, chasing them off. Here you see one bear, estimated to be more than 100 pounds, scour the fence to get away from Jules.
Blew me away. I couldn't believe it that she turned into a wolverine.
David Hernandez says a wildfire a couple of years ago impacted the food source for wildlife. So now animals look for food in people's yards. Hernandez says some of his neighbors encourage it by feeding the bears.
It is a crime, and you can actually do jail time for it if you're caught doing this. Some of my neighbors give them dog food in 25-pound bags. There's one lady in the neighborhood that actually makes them meatloaf.
While it may sound funny, with 2 young kids, Hernandez isn't taking any chances. His daughter's bedroom window is boarded up to prevent bears from sliding the glass open. He's even installed these cameras that alert him when there's any activity at the home.
There's nothing more dangerous in a forest than a mother bear. Nothing.
So why live in the Monrovia foothills?
You can have drive-bys or you can have bears. What's it going to be?
Up next, a California woman with kidney failure is in desperate need of a transplant, and her parents have taken to the streets using their cars to get the message out there that their daughter needs help.
The Franks from Pasadena have been driving all around town with their personal struggles scribbled on the back window, their goal to find their daughter a kidney.
We live in a city with 10 million people, and we're all on the road all the time.
29-year-old Jenna Franks has kidney failure and goes through dialysis 3 times a day. After years on a donor wait list, she still hasn't found a match.
A lot of people don't make it to get a transplant.
Jenna has been fighting her condition since she was a teenager.
I feel so much pressure all the time.
And because she can't do it alone,
she's so tired so often.
her family is spreading the word for her. Her mom, Carol, painted "Needs Kidney Type O" along with an email address on their cars. A chance drive-by led to this tweet, which went viral. Thousands have shared it.
How ironic that something as simple and old-fashioned as a sign on the back window explodes into this sensation.
Messages kept coming in.
Still no match yet, but the exposure gives them a better chance.
She's a very talented and intelligent person, and I think she is, itching to contribute to the world.
My dad died at 28 years old from kidney disease, and my daughter is on dialysis. It was scary then, and it's scary now. I mean, the thought that she has to struggle with this, it's hard.
Now wrapping up tonight's show, ski slopes don't see much action this time of year, but a resort in Pennsylvania is putting its ski lifts to use anyway. With no snow on the ground, the changing autumn leaves are the stars of the show. Amanda Kelly reports.
It's up, up, and away. Visitors are lifted high above the trees for a refreshing view of the fall foliage.
We wanted to get away for a long weekend, and there were lots of fun activities for the kids to do, so we decided to give it a try. We've never been here before, and it's been great.
This family of 4 is getting a bird's eye view of the bright reds, yellows, and oranges here in the Pocono Mountains on Camelback's Treetop Flyer Scenic Chairlift. It's essentially a ski lift ride up the mountain here in Tannersville.
Right now it's a beautiful time of year because, the leaves are changing over, and it's really nice, especially on a day like today.
For just $5, you can hop on and enjoy the view. It's about a 16-minute round trip with a stunning view from the top. This is the first fall season that Camelback has opened this ski lift to enjoy the fall foliage. And so far, it's been a huge hit.
I like seeing the trees because they're colorful and stuff, yeah.
Resort officials say they've also built getaway packages.
It includes your room, breakfast, and then outdoor activities. We have segways right behind us.
Adding in a taste of adventure for leaf peepers here in the Poconos.
It's now time for another break. Coming up later in the show, we will take a look at a small girl with big dreams.
Beyond the District will be right back.
Ron, you can't drive.
Debbie, only at 12. Seems to be the problem, Ossifer. Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
I watched you cry, bathed in sunlight by the bathroom door. Obsessed, depressed at the same time. I can't even walk in a straight line. I've been lying in the dark, no sunshine, no sunshine, no sunshine. She cries when I look into your eyes. You're not even there. It's just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. It's just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. Yeah.
Welcome back to Beyond the District. I'm Danielle. Let's take a look at how one little girl gets the chance to fight crime.
We hear that Oilers captain Andrew Ference has gone missing.
A local sports personality kidnapped.
Yes, it's a very troubling investigation. In fact, he was kidnapped earlier this morning.
A plea to a local superhero for help.
But I think if Spider Mabel is out there and you get this message, if you can come down to the mayor's office and be a part of that team. Who are you?
I'm Spider Mabel.
Meet Mabel, a little girl who loves Spider-Man so much she dresses up like him and even refers to herself as Spider Mabel.
You excited?
Yes, I am.
The 6-year-old called on today to fight crime alongside her biggest hero.
You know the captain of the Oilers?
Andrew
Ference?
Ference, yes, Andrew Ference, yes.
He's gotten kidnapped.
According to what I've been told, she's pretty good with her radioactive blood superpower, so I figured she might need some superhero help.
Mabel's dream made possible thanks to the Children's Wish Foundation. When she's not battling evil villains, the 6-year-old is battling leukemia.
Therefore, I, Mayor Don Iveson, do hereby give Spider Mabel full access and freedom to Edmonton, Alberta's capital city, in her quest to capture this villain and find our beloved Oilers captain. Good luck to you, Spider Mabel.
You too.
We can use help whenever we can get it, and it's great that Spider Mabel has come forward.
Hand in hand with Spider-Man, Spider Mabel is already making her mark around the city.
Do you know who that is? That's Spider Mabel.
Is she famous?
She is famous. She's gonna rescue the captain of the Oilers.
Next, a Kansas family had a scare when they discovered a snake in their toilet.
Okay, give me a towel.
Oh my God!
Before Jamie Garcia got the surprise of a lifetime.
Can you get it?
She was going through her nightly bedtime routine with her sons, Andrew and Alex.
I told him, I was like, go potty, and he went potty, lifted the toilet, and he's like, ew, mommy, go look in the toilet.
Inside, Garcia found the unthinkable. We showed this video to Shawnee Pet Stop's owner Greg Smith to find out what kind of snake invaded Garcia's plumbing.
Obviously a ball python, which is these are native to Africa. They're not native to Kansas, but they're great pets. This is one of their best pets going.
Garcia says she moved in a week ago. Neighbors told KCTV5 those who lived here before Garcia had snakes.
I have 2 kids. I know nothing about snakes, so I didn't know what to do.
Garcia's friends came over to help coax the snake out, but it refused.
We eventually took it out there and they broke it open with a hammer.
Now, Garcia and her boys have a new nightly routine, checking the toilet before bedtime.
I will check the toilet every time I go to the bathroom.
Now we check out a dog that was accidentally trapped in a sidewalk.
Oh,
Bricked up beneath this sidewalk was a dog buried alive, a pregnant dog named Belka. Workers in the Russian city of Voronezh had repaired the collapsed sidewalk, either not knowing or not caring that the dog was using the hole as a den.
We asked authorities and no one would help us. Monsters.
For 2 days, neighbors had heard barking from beneath the sidewalk. A Russian couple who live in the building decided to dig up the dog themselves. It only required removing a couple of bricks and then a little excavating.
Come on, my dear, come out. Let's go, my sweetheart, come out.
There were happy tears as Belka was gently lifted out of the hole.
You came out. You came out. We saved the dog.
They did save her, but she ended up losing her puppies. Donations paid for Belka's medical care and food. She'll soon be adopted out to a home and not some hole in the ground. Jeannie Mo, CNN. New York.
Remember, if you have a story you would like us to cover,
or if you have an announcement about an upcoming event, please send it to interschoolmail to TV21 Studio at High School East, or you can email us at tv21@trschools.com. Also, be sure to tune in to TV21 throughout the day to catch this show and Times River Schools Today as we bring stories from around the district. Also, take a look at our website, www.trschools.com/v21.
Well, that wraps up tonight's show for Beyond the District. I'm Danielle.
And I'm Abby. Have a great night.